the session. So we are going to start this session from today. Today we are going to discuss on the cloud environment, what exactly the cloud environment is, and then from next Saturday Sunday we are starting full fledged like morning 10 a.m. to 12:30 IST. Okay, Saturday Sunday, and we are try to finish this in 15 days. So that means probably in by 19th April we are going to finish this course. So in these days, I need your full support on weekends. Hardly we are, cover 2.5 hours on Saturday, 2.5 hours on Sunday. So these timings are you all are fully with me. So I can give you all the concept of Azure environment, and I need to give you some homeworks as well, so you can complete that within next 5 days, and next time we can go with that homework. And if you face any challenges or any questions, queries regarding hands-on, we can discuss this in a session and we can close those. So apart from that, I prefer you should all log in with the laptop with good internet speed, because the internet and the bandwidth is more important while you working with the cloud environment. Uh, this is the first thing. Second thing, you have to create the Microsoft account, that is Azure account, which is free for I think maybe for initial 90 days it is free. So I think it will help you uh, to do some hands-on experience. Yeah, there are some little they are not even Azure giving you a free account, but there are few things that they are not giving you. I mean, the services they are not giving you. Few services are not giving you the free, but the whatever the free services we can use available, we can use in Azure environment. Okay, so in the end of the session, I will maybe the Neoskills team will create one WhatsApp group, so we can connect with that, and I will share the procedure on that, how to create the Azure free account on Azure portal. Okay, so this is there are 7 modules we are going through. So in module 1 that we are going to start today, where we are discuss about the cloud concepts and their benefits. Under that cloud concepts, there are different. We will go through the cloud computing definition. Then what are the infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service? That overview we are going to discuss. Then how cloud is scalable, providing this elasticity, agility to the environment. Then how it is helpful in high availability and cost optimization, that we will discuss in module 1. So these 4 parts coming with different concepts. So those all concepts are we are going to discuss thoroughly. Okay, so in module 1, we are going to discuss cloud concepts and benefits. Coming to the module 2, where the core Azure architecture components are there, like Azure, how the Azure regions are working, what are the availability zones, how they are connecting with each other globally. Then what are the resource groups, how we can create the resource groups in Azure environment. Then Azure Resource Manager, how the ARM is working in Azure environment. Then how we are creating the subscriptions, how we are creating the management groups. This all will discuss under the module 2. Then coming to the module 3, which give you a core compute services like Azure virtual machines, how we are going to create the Azure VMs. Then what are the app services, different app services we are going to discuss. What are the Azure Kubernetes service? Then what are the serverless functions that we are discussing under the core compute services? Then coming to the module 4, which give you the core storage services. There are different storage services providing by the Azure, like blob storage, file shares and queues. Then disk storage types. What are the different disk storage types that we will discuss, we will cover. Then storage redundancy options. What are the different options for storage that we are going to map while working with while creating a VM? So those we are discussing in module 4. Then coming to the module 5, where major networking concepts or the services that providing by the Azure that we will discuss, including how we are going to create the virtual networks, what are the subnets, and what are the network security groups to secure the network. Then what are the load balancers, what are the application gateways, then how we can create the VPN gateways and the express route, that we are going to cover in this module. Then coming to the next module, which is more compliance related, that is identity, security, and compliance, which is definitely how you can secure your Azure environment using these services. So it comes with the Azure AD, that is nothing but is called as a Entra ID. Okay, then MFA, that is multi-factor authentication, how we are giving the access, or how we are for the single user, how the multi-factor authentication will work. Then what are the conditional access we can going to provide to the user. Then we are discussing about the defender for cloud. Then compliance and what are the different compliance and governance tools are there, that we are going to discuss in module 6. So module 6 is completely security related, that provide all the necessary compliance policies and everything. Then coming to our last module, which is module 7, which give you all the information about the management, monitoring, and pricing. What are the how you can monitor the Azure services, what are the log analytics, then how the cost management will work in Azure, then how the billing is working in the Azure, how we can save the cost while as architecture when you go for the Azure level, how you are going to give manage the cost while working with the Azure services. Then there are different Azure policies are there. Then how you can manage the service health of Azure resources. So that all are we are going to discuss in module 7. So these are the different modules that I have created as per the Microsoft guidelines. Okay. So any questions before we moving and start our cloud journey? Do you have any questions? Else we can go ahead and start our cloud journey. Anyone, any doubt here? Any, not only related to modules, but any timings or anything? Yes, no?
Lab
In
session will provide.
lab session, we are not going to provide the lab sessions. We are doing a hands-on simultaneously while working in the training session. Okay, so lab session is actually a different thing. Lab session, we are directly do a labs while during a classroom.
Okay.
No, but
Okay.
why when I discussed with this person, he told we will provide you the lab and
Lab session, yeah.
yes.
Lab session. I think I can discuss this with the person. If they
Yes.
have anything providing the lab sessions and all, we'll let you know. Okay. So
So
that
just
we will
sorry
discuss.
to ask you, what exactly you mean by lab session, Satya? Love, you want to do practical, correct? So for that we will be creating a free VM, right? So Nilesh,
Hmm.
exactly it means a person is going to access that free Azure account and he will be doing the practical, if I'm not wrong.
Correct. That's what my understanding is.
So that is what
He,
your understanding,
hmm,
Satya?
Yeah, that is my understanding.
Correct. So
I
you
need
will
a
be
free.
doing that, correct?
hmm. Because simultaneously in the classroom only we are going to do a hands-on. When I'm going to show you how you are going to create a VM on
Mhm.
a actual Azure environment, the same you have to do simultaneously in your laptop while
Yeah, so
logging
let
into
me
Azure.
let me let me
So
tell you
this
one
is
thing. I
hmm,
actually earlier I had created account for Azure, and
mhm.
my account got expired and now it is not working. So I'm suffering for creating another account for that because I use my two mobile number and two email address. Now it is not accepting for free account. It is
Oh,
asking to pay as you go, which I don't want to pay.
So in that case, till the time you will be in the session, Nilesh will be giving you access
Mhm.
for doing a practical, right? So
Yeah, that
whatever,
is totally fair. That's what I'm asking.
yeah, correct, correct. But yeah, condition is it will be with the limited access. You
Mhm.
need to shut down the instance. Whatever the practical you will be doing, you need to shut down
Definitely,
that.
sir. That
Correct,
I will take care. We'll terminate the
correct.
like whatever resources I create. I
Because
will terminate them.
if I'm driving others vehicle, there is unlimited petrol and I don't care about the billing, correct? So that
Mm.
what you need to do it more properly. At
Mm-hmm.
the as you have genuinely said, like your issue is you have two account and that is like giving you uh, not access to create one. So in that
Yes.
case, me and Nilesh will coordinate and will give you account. Whatever
Mm-hmm.
the practical we will be doing, you need to simultaneously do. If you have any concern while doing the practical, definitely
Mm-hmm.
Nilesh will be able to solve your issue. Okay.
All right.
Sure, thank you.
Because hardly we can manage a one account only, not more than that.
Yeah, any
Because
any
it's
such
very,
any
huh,
such issue, we'll sort it out, Nilesh, after the session. Don't worry.
yes,
Yeah.
definitely,
Okay.
Kunal.
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
Thank you.
but one thing. So this access of infra will be during the training session only, or it will be for whole day?
Yeah, like till the time like training is finished. Let's say like we are considering this training will go around 2 months. So 2 months
Okay.
we'll keep that AD account active. Once the
Okay.
session is finished,
Hmm.
definitely we need to off it. Otherwise, see, there was an incident with one IT company. The developer were hired for yeah, implementing the infrastructure, right? And that developer task was to lower down the infrastructure cost, right? But all of a
Mm-hmm.
sudden, due to that developer unawareness or inactiveness, the organization got a 40 lakh rupees bill, right? Definitely, such cases must be there in your organization also. Nilesh must be able to correlate it. So, such
Yeah,
issue
yeah.
should not be there, right? So, till the time you are with the environment of new skills, you will be having that account. You do it at maximum level, you utilize it, and after that that will be closed. Otherwise, if you create any instant on and it will give us a unlimited bill, it will not be a worth, correct? So
Yeah,
utilize it
that's it. Yeah,
as
that's
much
it.
as you can. Discuss the things with Nilesh, and if you have any issue to shut down the or delete the instance, please coordinate even in a group, so that it should not be harmful for both of the parties. Okay,
Yeah, that was me understood. Really
correct.
good.
Yeah.
And one more question, Nilesh.
Yeah.
The module which you are describing, it is related to like as a 900, 104, and 305, all right?
Yes, yes, all, everything we are going to cover related to fundamentals,
Mhm.
administrator, and architect level. Everything we are going to cover in that.
So I think I joined a bit late, so I did not understand. Like in AZ 900, what are the topic you will cover, and AZ 104, what topic you will cover, and
No,
305,
no,
what
no, no.
topic you will cover.
I'm not going to differentiate with 900, 104, or 305. Okay,
Mhm.
I'll give you the training in a such a way that you will understand the fundamentals things of Azure. You will
Mhm.
understand the administrator level of things of Azure and how the architecture level of Azure. It's your responsibility when I going to give you the understanding. You
Mhm.
have to manage in that way that what exactly you are going to looking it with Azure architecture perspective, only fundamental perspective, or administrator perspective. Okay, this is your idea. Because see, fundamentals means what? That you will get all the idea about the Azure cloud environment. What are the fundamental things? What are the different concepts of Azure and how they works? Okay, this is one thing. Second thing, when you go for an administrator level, you will not only you have to understand all the concept of Azure, but how you are working with them. Okay, so as an administrator point of view, how you are going to create VM, how you can manage their disk, how you are going to manage their storage, how you are going to create and build the Azure network. Okay, this is the second thing. Then when you are going in a perspective of architecture level, then you have to not only understand the fundamental, not only understand with the administrator level, but as an architecture, if client comes to you and he wants to build a 10 VMs. So building those 10 VMs, what are the different VM sizes you are going to prefer to the client? So that all perspective you have to build yourself while during this course. Okay, so this course is not only for Azure level, but it covers all these topics and all this level of understanding. Okay. Got it? Any doubt?
So what I understand, you will not
Mhm.
cover like in 104 whatever topics is there that you will not cover. You will mix it is it 900, 104, and 305,
Correct.
including you will give
Correct.
overview, right?
I'm going to study in that way that you will understand with all these three levels of uh, uh,
So
knowledge, or you
are
will
we
get all.
covering all these things, whatever comes into all these three
Yes,
modules?
yes. When
Yes,
we talk
correct.
about like, let me talk clearly. So when we talk
Hmm.
about the exam point of view, Azure
Mm-hmm.
fundamentally just like a theoretical, right? Like you'll
Mm-hmm.
have a knowledge of all the things. So we'll list out that point. When we talk about the admin, there are certain topics, right? And when we talk about architecture, there are certain topics. 70% of the content in admin and architecture exam cross, right? Like some topics are common in both, but most of the new content whatever there is not in even architecture and not in even admin, that also we are going to cover, so that you as a audience should be able to get examination clear also, and whenever you are going back to office you will be a complete Azure package, like you should be able to work properly. That way this training will be right. Some of our audience are only for admin, but they are getting a knowledge of architecture also. Some of our audience are only for architecture, so they are also getting the knowledge of admin, because you can't go in interview as only admin, you can't go in into as only architecture, you should have complete package knowledge, so that way this training will be right. Okay.
Understood.
Okay. Any questions before we are moving to next topic? We can start.
One last question, actually. Are we like how long this class will be there? Like for 4 hours, 6 hours, or how much? Like what?
As I already, as I already told you in the starting of this session, we are going to uh, Saturday and Sunday for
Mm,
morning 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. So 2.5 hours
yes,
Saturday and 2.5
yes.
hours for Sunday. This is
Mm,
last up to 1.5 months. So probably you can say 15 days.
mhm. So
Okay.
within a 15 days, all this topic will be covered, right?
Yeah, those all seven modules we are going to cover. There
Okay.
could be chance if there is any holiday or anything, then we will.
Mhm.
But definitely we will finish this within 15 days. Probably it will take 19th April or maybe more than that. By end of April, we
Mhm.
will finish this.
Understood, sir. But
Okay.
only 2.5 hour, right? Otherwise,
Yeah, yeah,
it is
only.
bouncing.
No,
If
no,
you're
no,
going
no.
for
It's
six
only two
hour
and a half
or
hours. Even
yeah,
15 minutes break is also included in it. Okay.
all right, sir. Thank
Mhm. Okay.
Okay, is there any different timings or the same timings?
No, no, the same timing, Vimal. There is no any different timing. So we are not going to, once we start at 10 a.m., then definitely we will finish this by 12:30.
Because from next week we have a time difference.
Yeah,
So
right.
it should be yes.
No, don't worry about that. It's the same timing will work.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Any other questions, team?
Hello, Nilesh.
Yeah, Prathamesh.
After that meeting, please share this PPT.
Yeah, I will share all the details. Recording this PPT, I will keep on one network drive, and I will provide the access to you all. Okay.
Yeah, so addition to your question, so that attendance tracker we have tracked, right? So their recording will be uploaded, study material with the drive will be uploaded, whatever homework we are giving you, that will be uploaded, and even topic point of view, like we will list down the topic after the session. So whatever covered, that will be marked as completed, and whatever pending, that will be marked as a pending tracker. So you can even track it down. If you something miss, you can go back to your recording. You can just study at your personal time, and you can come back to session with a ready mindset. So that way we'll try to cover up, so that it should be a complete project. It should not miss anything for the people who are absent due to some emergency. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir. Also, can we get any LMS portal access for the access these recordings and
Yes,
notes?
yes, 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 That there will be a LMS portal. That link will be shared on this and even in your group. so that even if you're planning to appear for examination, that examination mock practices you can do. This recording you can access there from your mobile. That way you can come nearby to your examination cracking. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, only the make sure you have to join this session using laptop. Okay, don't join through mobile, because it will help you, to get clear and more understanding. Because most of the time we will log in into the Azure portal and do the hands-on. So my request to everyone that you should use a laptop and with proper bandwidth. Okay. Okay. So and even okay. So even getting this session more interactive, I will also ask few questions while during the sessions. So we will discuss more on these topics. So whatever the understands, if you, because there are, it's just now, it's a very broad environment while we are working. So you will also get an idea. Few things I also learn from your end as well, because you guys are working more technical and more technical things in your company. So probably it's nothing but only one way session. It's a two-way session. We will discuss and we will get more knowledge and thoroughly in the Azure environment. Okay, so let's start with today's module one, that is introduction to your our cloud journey. So thinking about the cloud, so more before going to the Azure. Okay, before that, we have to understand what exactly the cloud is. Okay, and what your understanding of cloud is. So, can anyone go ahead and tell me what exactly the cloud is? What your understanding with the cloud is?
The resources over the internet.
Sorry, Satya.
Resources over the internet.
Okay.
Like,
Other?
yeah.
Any other? Okay. So, resources over the internet. Anyone? Prathamesh, Nilesh, Sayyad, Hassan, what your understanding about the cloud?
I think
Virtual
Cloud,
storage.
how
Mm-hmm.
cloud means it is an internet service to store files, data, and software and services over the internet.
Okay. So, okay, let me tell you about this. So, cloud is nothing but this is one of the data center. Okay, we call it as DC, and there are multiple racks in the data center. So, it contains the servers, right? So, when you are working with any company, suppose Prathamesh or Sahil is working for HCL. Okay, and they have the desktop or laptops. Okay, and they are connecting with data centers to the servers. So servers is different servers like application servers or any database servers. So these are connecting with the network to the data centers, and they are accessing the information over this. But this is limited, right? When they logging to the office, they are accessing these data centers or the servers, and even from home they are connecting with the VPN and they can access these data centers. So this environment we call it as on-prem. Okay, so on-prem means on premises. On premises means this is limited. accessibility. Either user Nilesh or Prathamesh or Sahil, they are going to access their servers, or they are working as a IT support desk environment through the office or through their home. Okay, but when you come with the cloud, why it is called as cloud? Because if you talk about the situations, these are the data centers located in multiple regions. Regions means this is in US region, this is in APAC, or you can say any specific or UK region, and this is in Malaysia. Okay, so in this case, these are the data centers with multiple server racks, right? They all are connecting with each other. Okay, and the Prathamesh or Nilesh or Sahil, they are accessing this from remote or from their office. So what's the difference between this? Okay, so you should have the main concept of this, or I can give you the difference between this on-premises and cloud. So cloud is basically handled by, there are major, we can say, there are major cloud providers. So this is the private cloud, we can call it, right? On-prem means HCL is having their private cloud. Private cloud, or we can say it as private data center they have. That is an on-prem environment. But in cloud concept, cloud is basically providing the services, different services, right? Creating a VMs or networking, everything. So they are providing these services to the user or multiple companies to do their work. They create their own network in these data centers. Okay, suppose HCL, in this case, HCL is creating their own network here. Then suppose Tech Mahindra, they are creating their own network here, or any Infosys creating their own network here. So these companies means you can create a multiple environments or multiple data centers to these regions. So that is called as cloud. And it is a very big environment. That is mostly the big cloud provider companies are Amazon Web Services, that is AWS, we call it as, right? Then Microsoft, which is providing name Azure. Then Google, which providing as GCP, right? Google Cloud Provider. So these are the big companies which going to provide these services. So that is called as cloud. Now there is a big difference you have to understand regarding what is on-premises and cloud. So what is meant by on-premises versus cloud? So in cloud computing, before going to discuss on the on-premises versus cloud, you have to understand major terms while working with the cloud. Okay, first, scalability. So scalability means the ability of a system to handle increasing or decreasing workload by adding or removing resources without affecting performance. So cloud is providing the scalability. That means in simple way, if traffic or any network traffic is increasing on a specific VM, it will automatically grows or shrinks the VMs. Okay, so that scalability is providing by the Azure. Then it is going to provide the complexity. So these are the major terms you have to understand while working with the cloud. So what is meant by complexity? The level of difficulty involved in understanding, designing, managing, or maintaining a system. So in a simple way, I can say it more components, it will use more dependencies, it will use, and more configurations are there in a cloud environment. So it will give you a more complexity. Then it will provide a flexibility. So flexibility means it will the ability of a system to adapt, change, or adjust easily based on new requirements or conditions. So cloud environment is like it will change as per the business needs, right? So there is an example of one of the resource want to create one VM on a cloud. Okay, and suddenly in the next week he want to add one more VM. So immediately you can create the second VM, right? So this flexibility is providing by the cloud environment. So in simple way, it will whatever the business need changes, the system can change quickly without major redesign. Okay, so this is called as flexibility. Then coming to the accessibility, which is one of the major factor. So the ability of a system, service or application to be easily addressed by used by users. So in a simple words, I can say users can reach and use your system anytime from anywhere. It has a good accessibility. So that means you can remotely access this from anywhere from the globe. So these are the main 4 factors: scalability, complexity, flexibility, accessibility is provided by the cloud providers. Additionally, it comes with the mobility as well, which is to ability to access applications, data, and services from anywhere on any device at any time. So coming to mobility means users are not tied to work on any location or any one device. He can access it from anywhere, from any device. So that is called as mobility. So these 5 factors you have to understand while working with the cloud. Okay. So now coming with the what is the difference between now you understand the cloud, right? So what are the as per your understanding, what are the difference between on-premises versus cloud? On-premises is limited, right? And cloud is expanding. You can do anything with your environment. Once you logged in, you can do anything, right? On cloud environment. So what is your understanding that what is on-premises and what is cloud? So you can just tell me the difference. What you think? What things are limited to on-prem environment that you can do in a cloud environment?
Any major crash that happen in on-premises cannot be recovered.
Okay. Any
Yeah,
other? There is a major difference actually compared to cost, right? So what is that major difference you think?
Hardware cost actually.
Perfect.
Like, if you are going for on-premises, you have to have like multiple server, storage, network, firewall, everything.
Right.
And if you're going on the cloud, everything is set up.
Yeah.
You can simply go and create a VM network.
Correct. So the major difference.
Improvements can be, decrease the value, and after certain extent, the servers and these things will be, not in use while we are using cloud.
Cloud.
The what are the servers or networks that what we are using, it will be available for every time. That
Right.
is the major
So
impact.
yeah, correct. So the major thing, if compared to cost, here, if any company, if they have to manage any organization, if they have to manage their data center, that is very tough, right? It will give you the hardware cost, the servers, the ACs to manage, then the storage, everything they have to manage on their own cost, right? But in a cloud, it's it's complete hardware, software, everything is providing by the cloud owners. So the dependencies here, you have to just manage the operating system on the VMs. So that is one benefit. Okay. So initial cost, if you compare here in on-prem is very high, where the cloud environment is very low. Then coming to this point, scalability, it's very, if you go for a new hardware, definitely you cannot, if you want to scale, if you want to add any new server, it will cost you, right? But here, immediately in low cost, you can add. Then coming to the maintenance point, right? You have to just not just to manage the hardware, you have to maintain that as well, right? If you come up with the VM, you have to do the patching, you have to put a different IT team to manage this on-prem environment, right? So in cloud, there are certain your IT team cost is also low because you have to manage only few things. You don't have to manage the hardware or anything. You don't have to manage the vendor that managing the hardware. So the IT cost automatically get low. Then the availability, which is a main factor. If any server goes down, you have to again, you have to, if any major, impact would affect the revenue of the company. But in the cloud environment, availability, almost Microsoft give you availability of 99.9999%. Okay, and that is the more reliable on the cloud. Then coming to the security point of view, here you have the fully controlled by your premises for security, right? But in the cloud, there is a shared responsibility. Okay, shared responsibility means what? Few things. Suppose Microsoft is giving you a firewall, everything, but the configuration related to it that you have to manage. So it is a both responsibility to manage the environment securely. So that is on cloud. So these are the benefits while you are going to use a cloud environment. Okay, so I can give you one responsibility model here. So in responsibility model, there is a hardware layer that is managed by Azure, then network layer, which is also managed by Azure, then OS that you have to manage by the customer, or customer means you are logging to the Azure. That means the whatever the VM you are going to create on that VM, whatever the OS, Linux or Windows or Mac, that is you have to manage. Then application is also managed by you. Then data or the database, that is also managed by you. So this is, we call it as shared responsibility model. Okay, so these are the things we have to manage. Now, Now coming to, there are different cloud computing types, right? One is we can call it as, there are three types: public cloud, private cloud, and hybrid cloud. Okay. So what do you mean by public cloud? You can refer public cloud. The meaning of public cloud means the services which are going to provide by the cloud owners like AWS, Azure, or GCP, or IBM. So these are the cloud providers which are going to provide these cloud services. So that's why they are called it as public cloud, which we are using internet bandwidth or the internet to connect with their cloud. So it is called as public cloud. Then private cloud. So private cloud means what? What is the difference between the private cloud? What do you think? What is the private cloud means?
It's on premises.
Correct. Private cloud means it's completely, we can call it as on premises. But why we call it as cloud? So the private cloud is computing environment that is dedicated to a single organization. Okay, because it is dedicated to a single organization. That's why we call it as private cloud. And the hybrid cloud. So hybrid cloud means we are using a specific portion or the combination of on-prem and the Azure or AWS. So all are working together. So these two clouds, private and public, are working together. That is we called as hybrid cloud. So the hybrid cloud is a combination of public and private cloud environments, allowing organizations to leverage the benefits of both. Why we are using the hybrid cloud? If there is already provider, what do you think? Why we are using the hybrid cloud?
Some company wants to use their on premises and as well as the cloud. Go ahead, someone wants to.
I think someone want to say.
Data security.
Okay.
Cost optimization.
No, cost optimization is not coming to here while using the hybrid cloud. Now, there are multiple factors, or the very one important factor is, there are some banks, right? There are many financial applications, okay, that they have to keep secure. Okay, they don't want to, hack someone, or the hackers should not, apply those things, because there are firewall should be very strong in that case. So that's why they are using for specific applications or financial revenue applications. They are using they refer the on-prem instead of going on cloud. Okay, so this is the one major factor or the major difference we can say. Okay, so any questions before we move to the next topic? Satya, Sayyad, Vaibhav, Prathamesh, any doubt here?
No.
Okay, good. So Ati, Vedant, hope you understand the cloud, right?
Yes, Nilesh.
Yeah. Okay.
Nilesh, can you explain hybrid again?
Hybrid. Okay. So hybrid cloud, that means you understand the public cloud, right? And the private cloud. So it's a combination of both the environment. That means, suppose here as this, I just giving you the example of this. So this is your cloud, right? You can say this is your cloud. Or let me draw something different. So this is your Azure environment or any cloud environment. You can say AWS or anything. Okay. And this is your on-prem environment. So this connecting with your Azure environment, and they all are working together. So any user can access connecting with this or this simultaneously. So this is like a one huge data center. So this is called as hybrid cloud. So you can access anything from this one or this one. So in that case, user don't know whether he is accessing his application from on-prem or from Azure, because both the environment are working with each other. Whatever the data is going here and going back to on-prem environment. So this is called as.
What is the benefit the is doing?
So benefit is that if there is a, as I told you, there is a, suppose this environment belongs to ICICI Bank, okay, and they don't want their revenue application should be on cloud environment due to security reasons, or they want this is more secure in on-prem environment. Okay, or suppose there is already, this is one of the example. Suppose there is already one of my organization, suppose they already have on-prem environment, right? They already have a server, but they want to expand their services, or they have to expand they have to build more 10 servers or 12 servers. So instead of I put 10 servers here in on-prem environment, I put it on cloud due to cost optimization, right? Because I understand, my company understand, oh, instead of I put this 1 lakh rupees to on-prem, I will put it in 10,000, because cloud 10,000 rupees, because cloud is giving me that cost management thing, right? So here it will save the cost. You cannot go and just delete this, right? And you can move to the Azure completely. You already have the on-prem environment, which is much more stable. So better I can go for a hybrid cloud, right? Hybrid cloud environment. So access both these environments. So here I am saving the cost.
The organization is having 10% more requirements. So instead of adding the on-prem, we are going to use that 10%.
Correct. Correct. I'll go for Azure environment. So it's completely, see, each and every organization, there is a cost attached to it, right? Because they have to manage the cost, manage the budgets, the IT budgets, everything. So the cloud is more cost effective. So I already have on-prem, then I can move to for next additional server or next additional service. I'll go for cloud, because it's easy must give me the assurance, it give me availability, it give me scalability, it give me the flexibility, everything, right? So that's why I'm going to cloud, but I can keep my on-prem working. Okay, so this is the more beneficial. So most first benefit is cost, is the major factor to move on to the cloud. Okay,
so one application moving from on-prem to Azure, what it means, they are going to shut down their on-premises server or what?
You can do that. You can do that if you get a good cost optimization on the cloud environment. Suppose there is a application like Kubernetes now there, containers, containerization is there. CI/CD pipelines we can build on Azure environment, right? Instead of on-prem, we can do it from here, right? So suppose you can say there is one application which is a very crucial. to work in a on-prem environment. But it is very much feasible when I can deploy it in a Azure environment. See, what is the benefit of cloud environment? You can do the load balancing, right? On Azure environment. We will come to this later. But what is meant by load balancing? What we understand is a load balancing. I can create multiple servers. Suppose I can create 3 servers in a cloud environment. And in on-prem, I have only one server to manage the application. So,
but I can expand my resources and I can create multiple VM in on-premises, right?
correct, but there is a cost, right? So suppose there is a bandwidth. Suppose here one server is taking more memory and more CPU because of this application request. You can add one more server, another 2 servers in a on-prem environment because you're going to add the header, right? Or VMware. I can say VMware. Instead of that, if you go for load balancing here, you can add the 3 servers that will balance the load. Or you can
on-prem also
add,
we have a load balancer, right?
yeah, on-prem also load balancer, but on-prem you cannot decrease the server, right? If you once you increase the add the cost here, it will fix, right? It will fix cost. But in cloud, the automatically
I have 100 server on my on-premises, and I can use those 100 servers and distribute load to different applications, right?
Correct.
Suppose one application is having more load in daytime, and another application having more load night time. So that load balancing can be done, right?
Correct. That
Within
load balancing you
on-prem.
can done, but I can tell you, but here the amount is fixed. Whatever the 100 servers you have, that is amount is fixed, right?
Yeah, that is
But
fixed.
in here, in cloud, the VM can decrease its strength. That means suppose there is no load. On the 3 servers there is no load. The third VM get deleted automatically. So the cost will save here, right? In on-prem you can do that 100 of servers. Can you remove one server? So your cost will save. Can you sell this one server because my application is not working? I'm going to sell this server. You can do that, right? But here in 1 second you can do it. But here it will take some time, right? To sell that server. And in the market, that server cost will. So understand the concept here. Why we prefer the cloud. So this is this will we will discuss this once you will configure the VMs, right? In that there we can go and discuss this topic more deeply. There you will get an exact idea what exactly this work. Okay, so
one more thing. It depends upon the nature of the company also, to decide whether we will have more on premises and more on cloud.
Yeah, it depends upon the companies whether they want to go for on-premises or whether they want to go for Azure services. See, Azure is there are subscriptions. We will come to that later, but there are subscriptions with the pay as you go. That means whatever you are going to pay for the creating of server, you can once you delete that server, you can again save the cost there. But in on-prem, you cannot do that, right? On-prem, once you purchase the server.
On-prem, that once we purchase means we have to keep at least for some years under warranty period.
Exactly, warranty period or till it's there is no use. You have to.
Yeah.
And for purchasing a server, it will go through the different one process, right? It will go to account, then approvals, everything comes to here. But in Azure premises, you can immediately you can add as per the IT budget, whatever you have.
And depreciation cost also including in there.
Right, correct. Depreciation cost is also so that's why more companies are preferred to build the server in a cloud environment. And even cloud environment, there are Microsoft is going to provide you the cost right sizing opportunities where you can give the server the right size, whatever the CPU you need to add, whatever the memory you have to add as per your requirement, you can do that. Okay, so this is the benefit of cloud. So now you understand.
Cloud, I understand, but I'm still not fully understand about the hybrid model. In which conditions we are going to use the hybrid?
No, you can just understand here what is the hybrid environment is. Hybrid environment means you can working not only on-prem, you can work with simultaneously with the cloud as well. So it's a combination of public and private cloud. That's it. Don't go in deeply in this part.
So in that case, for example, some servers are running on premises and some servers are running on the cloud. Okay. So the on-premises servers need to connect with cloud servers. So for that reason, also some companies are using hybrid and on-premises.
It's
and
right.
They are transferring their data and all.
Right. Perfect. Your understanding is perfect. So I'm using not only my on-prem services, but I can use the Azure cloud services as well. So that is called as hybrid environment. Okay. So my few applications are on-prem and other few applications are on cloud environment. So it's working simultaneously. So that's why that is called as hybrid. You can just understand the concept. So public means my separate on-prem environment. Private means I'm using only private, that is AWS, Azure or GCP. And in hybrid, I can use both the environment, on-prem as well as Azure or GCP or IBM. Okay. So this is the simple concept. Got it?
Private cloud is on-prem, right? Or it is different?
Yeah, private cloud. No, private cloud means your AWS. Sorry. Private cloud is on-prem, right? Public cloud is GCP, AWS, or Azure, or IBM, or Oracle. Which companies are going to provide you the cloud services? Okay, any doubt?
Okay.
Okay, so coming to our next topic. So in cloud services, so you can just understand here the cloud perspective. Okay, so there are different services are providing by the cloud companies, which is software as a service, that is SaaS. We call it in small short form, you can call it as SaaS. Then PaaS, that is platform as a service, and IaaS, that is infrastructure as a service. So if you see the picture here, the infrastructure as a service is coming to the base, then platform as a service is coming into the middle, and the software as a service coming onto the top. So what does this mean by the infrastructure as a service? So what do you mean by infrastructure?
Manage the business.
All hardware.
Correct. Hardware. So yeah. So infrastructure as a service provides users with access to virtualized computing resources such as servers, storage, networking, which can be provisioned on demand. So that means if you are an administrator, okay, you are managing the cloud environment. So if any user comes to you or any project requirement comes to you, they ask you, they need 10 VMs to be built with 10 databases, and they want 100 gig of storage. They are coming with you with the requirement. So what you are going to do, you are logging to the Azure portal, you are going to build 10 VMs. So whatever building the VMs, building the storage, okay, building the networks. So everything is providing by the Azure, because you are starting from the base, right? You are starting from the creating a VM, storage, everything you can link together, you can create the networks, everything. So that service, so whatever, when you are going to create a VM, so who is going to give you that authority, right? So Azure is going to give you authority under the infrastructure as a service. So they are providing the infrastructure services to create you the VM, provision VMs. So that model is called as allows organization or to outsource the management of their IT infrastructure to the cloud provider. So that means my organization is asking to create a infrastructure as a service on the Azure platform. So whatever the hardware required is providing by the Microsoft. So that's why it's called as in cloud is, that means the Azure is providing me the service of infrastructure creation, because I am taking, or the as an organization, I am going to purchase the service which is called as infrastructure as a service to building a VM, storage and everything. Understand? So whatever the hardware, whatever the resources for those are going to provide by the Microsoft, and whatever the cost I'm going to pay for that service to manage that hardware to Microsoft. Okay, so it is called as infrastructure as a service. Now coming to the middle service, that is platform as a service. So platform as a service, that means I am only taking the platform from the Azure perspective to deploying, testing, developing application, programming languages, databases, web servers. So whatever I'm taking the servers, I'm in platform as a service, I'm not going to build any server. I'm just going to configure my applications on their platform. So those services are providing by the Microsoft. So whatever the underlying hardware or infrastructure allowing to developers to focus on building and deploying their applications. So that hardware is completely providing by the Microsoft to me. I'm not going to build any VM. I'm not going to configure any storage. So everything is going to provide by the Microsoft. I'm just going to buy their platform as a service. So whatever the their applications like SQL or any applications they are going to provide me, and I'm going to build my application onto it. So that is called as platform as a service. Then coming to the software as a service. So now in this case, I'm not doing anything. I'm just going to purchase their software, whatever they are going to provide. So it provides users with access to cloud-based applications. Directly, I'm going to purchase their applications, such as productivity suites or customer relations, CRM tools, or enterprise systems. So in this model, the cloud provider manages the infrastructure, the software, that is platform as a service, and the updates, whatever allowing users to access the applications through a web browser or mobile app. Okay, so in infrastructure, I'm going to configure the VMs and everything. In software, I'm only developing the software on their platform, and in the software, I take the cloud-based applications or cloud-based application services from the Microsoft. So this is so here in this picture, you will understand what exactly the cloud models are. Okay, so if you consider the on-prem environment, you have to manage everything, right? Applications, data, runtime, middleware, OS, virtualization, servers, and storage and network. Everything you are managing. But if you go for a cloud services, for infrastructure as a service, you have to only manage applications in infrastructure as a service, data, runtime, middleware, and operating system. And whatever the hardware like virtualization, servers, storage, networking is completely managed by the Microsoft. That means if anything goes wrong with the servers or storage or networking, that is taken care by the Microsoft. You have to just manage the above servers or whatever the you are going to create the VM, the OS on that VM you have to manage. Then if you come to the platform as a service, you have to manage only applications and data. That means whatever the applications you are going to develop or the data you have to manage. But below that, runtime, middleware, OS, virtualization, server, storage, networking, everything is managed by the Microsoft. The exact scenario is different in when you go for a software as a service, that is SaaS. All and everything is managed by the Microsoft. You don't have to do anything. Okay, these are the cloud models. You will understand once we go in a hands-on. That time you will understand exact the difference between these models. Okay, so this is how
Example of
it
SaaS.
works. Sorry.
An example of SaaS, like application, how Microsoft can manage the application.
Have you
They
used
have
Office
ready.
365?
Correct. Office
Okay.
365 is one of the good example if you go
Google
for a
Workspace.
software as a service. Correct. Correct. So this is the difference. Okay. Okay. Any doubt here?
No.
Okay. So this is the next session. What is Microsoft Azure? So we can start with from the next Saturday. Okay. So before that, we already discussed this. So if you have any doubts, let me know. We will discuss thoroughly on this part as well. Or if you currently you don't have the doubts, we can discuss this in the next session as well. Okay. So this is today's demo session regarding the cloud models and cloud discussions. Okay. Anyone have any questions?
So Nilesh, can we create the Microsoft Azure account from our end?
Yes,
Or will you
yes, you can. No, you can create your own. I will give you the the steps that how we can create that. In once we create the WhatsApp group, na, there I can paste how we can
Even Nilesh,
paste the
we can
steps.
have a session now. Like if you can just guide someone, it will be having a real time walkthrough.
Okay, just a second. I can check whether I have. Let me.
If somebody is ready to share the screen, please share the screen. Nilesh will guide you, so other people also can create it side by side.
Yeah, that we can do that. Just a second. I can just open the steps. Let me paste you the steps in a chat so you can start to create the Azure account. Just give me 2 minutes, right? I'm searching for my document. Okay, I just in the chat I have just pasted the steps. Okay, so just let me share my screen as well. I already have the account, so that's why let me share my screen. So anyone who is going to create the account, you can share your screen so I can guide you through. Can someone share his desktop? Hello.
Yes, Nilesh, you are audible, but I cannot share because you know my case, so
Yeah. I'm
somebody
not
else can.
talking about you, Satya. Anyone, Swati or Sayyad or Surendra or Hassan, can someone share the desktop or you already have the Azure account?
Nilesh, I'm using my mobile phone. I joined from
Oh,
mobile.
okay. So just a second. I'm only sharing my account. Let's see. What you have to do is you have to log into the portal.azure.com. Okay. So here you have to click on create one. Then suppose you have a email address, you can put it here. Then click on the next. It's showing me. Let me try with another account. It's also I have. Actually, I already have the account, so that's why. Anyway, so I shared the procedure with you guys. Once you create the account, it will. You have to once you open the portal, when you click on the next, it will ask you to start a free button. Then there are third step, click on the create Microsoft Azure account to create a new account. Then you have to provide the credentials. Then it will give you the code in your email box. You have to put that code and enter your phone number in account. Whatever the text you have to receive, you have to rest the details, and once you signed in, you have to click on the billing, and there you can while creating a subscription, you have to add your debit card details. Okay, so probably it will only 1 rupees will cut, but it will again redeposit to your account. Okay, so this is only for Microsoft authorization or the confirmation.
But
Okay.
why we need to provide card details?
Because it will ask you whether your account is valid or not. But it is a free account, no? For 90 days. After 90 days, it will going to charge you.
It's kind of a KYC they will be doing.
It's kind of
Without
KYC,
KYC,
correct.
they are not giving you.
After 90 days?
After 90 days, whatever the resources you are created, it will going to charge you.
So we need to
delete those resources before 90 days.
I
For
think it's
whatever
for 30 days.
30 days, na? Okay.
Yeah, 30
Previously,
days,
it
not
was
90.
90 days actually. Yeah. Previously, it was, I think, 90 days. So in 30 days, whatever the resources you are created, after 30 days, it will give you the invoice and it will charge you. So better it's create a free account first.
No,
but I'm telling you, see, once you create the resources for few minutes, it is okay. You can delete those later. It will not charge you that much. See, hardly since last training also I have created everything, go through the practicals and all. It will hardly charge me 1,500 or 1,000 2,000 rupees max. Okay, so don't worry about that. But make sure once you create any VM or any resources, you have to delete after the practical lab. Okay. So anyhow, you can create the Azure account and just let me know so we can, next session we will going to start the Azure and Azure practicals. Okay.
Yeah.
And if you face any challenges, next time we'll see before our session, we'll see how we can, fix those challenges. So anyone can share that time the desktop, and then we'll see. Okay. Any questions here?
No, feedback.
Okay. Kunal, I think we are good to close this call.
Yeah, just
Okay, so
one additional point from my side. So we have created one trainer tracker where you will be tracking like practical what exactly who is doing and who is utilizing the session. So I have my screen is visible to all, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I have created a trainer tracker. There, everyone name is there. So point one to reach a milestone of doing practical properly is Azure Lab creation, right? So once you created Azure Lab, please mark it here like yes or facing challenges. So personally, we can connect you and we can help you out, right? If anyone
Yeah,
is
that will
having
help
issue,
you
we'll,
for our tracker.
right.
Yes, correct.
Yes, yes. So once the group is created, I will share this link on group also and even on email. So as of now, we can say homework for everyone is step 1. Please create your free lab account. If anyone is challenges, please write it down there so we can help you out, or we'll try to give access from our side. Okay, so that is like a homework for next session we are going to give you, so you can move step by step. Okay.
Have you shared this link of the Excel sheet?
Yeah, I'm just reposting in a group. That is the same one where you have added your personal details and all. Only one tracker will be there. On that tracker, your course content, your attendance sheet, you'll have a recording of session, study material, everything will be given to you, some exercises. So study material, I'm just going to post on this link, and even today's recording. So this is like a drive for study material. Today's recording will be posted over here. Whatever exercise we are going to do, like the first exercise is you need to create a lab account, that you need to do. Then whatever the training schedule, whatever covered today, will be write it down over here. The next session content will post, so that you should read in advance. And this is like a tracker for a trainer, where we can decide who is doing well, who is doing wrong, who need help from our side. And this is kind of attendance. Okay, so if anyone is having it out, please ask us. So clear, like a homework is we need to create a lab account. If you have any issues in creation, please reach to your point of contact. Even the people who are admin in a group, you can reach to them. Okay.
Lab account is nothing but the Microsoft account.
Yeah,
right?
definitely. Yeah, Microsoft Lab. Right.
That is Azure portal account.
Yes, yes. Steps also, even I have written down over here in exercise, so you can follow that.
Actually, I have created account, but somehow it is
Yeah, that's
not.
fine. In your name, you just write it down, facing issue. So personally, we'll give you access. No issue. Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
You can also share this sheet in WhatsApp group as well.
Yeah, in WhatsApp group also we'll share. In a Zoom chat we have shared too.
I think my name is missing from here, right?
Yeah, please check. It is you may join late, so your name is not there. What's your good name?
Satya Mishra.
Right. Rest detail, please fill from your end.
Gunal, can you please change Swati email ID is Vandu V. It's not W.
Okay. Yeah.
V. V-A-N.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I will share this link so you can track it on your own in a WhatsApp group also. Okay. Where the study material and recording access you will be having.
Gunal, please create a WhatsApp group and share all the things. I will take my laptop and log into the Azure portal. If I face any challenges, means I will contact with you,
Sure,
please.
sure. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you all.
Thank you all. If any question, please ask here.
Thank you.
I will wait for 1 minute. Otherwise, we'll just close.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nilesh?
Yes, Swati.
Yeah, you said we have some practical knowledge on lab, right? What are the things we will face here? What kind of things we will do practice? Because I am new to this, I don't know what the thing is going to happen in Azure, because I work in the platform alone, but I'm not full-fledged
No,
in this.
Swati, don't worry about it. So whatever theoreticals I'm going to give you first hands-on. I mean, first I'll do the hands-on. I will show you. Suppose there is a VM creation, right? So I will show you how we can create the VM. Okay, so that exercise you have to same follow in your homework. Okay, so that is
Nilesh.
so it's not like that I'm just going to give you the theoretical and you can just go in as a portal and
Yeah, I know.
first
Actually,
no first
why I
first I
was
will show
silent,
you.
because it is new for me. So that's why I was
No,
silent. What is
don't
the
worry
thing
about
is
that.
happening? We will learn step by step. That's why I was not
Yeah.
talking
No,
anything. I was too silent.
no, first I will show you and then you can do your hands-on.
Okay.
Nilesh,
That will help you.
Okay. Okay, Nilesh. Okay.
Nilesh,